2025, and uh, I'm headed home, and I am riding down the road. So, just to help me get home, I thought it would be a good idea to get on live and chat a little bit. Um, that always helps me get home. It helps me get there faster. So, uh, lately I have been working, and I like making money, and I like having money to pay my bills with. So, I've been happy about that. Can't complain about that part. I'm still being set up though, but I'm not. That's like beyond anything I've ever seen before. Um, it's worse in Tennessee than it is in Bowling Green, and it's worse in Atlanta than it is in Tennessee. Um, but it's all the same. It's just more, and then it's been newer devices in Tennessee, but the same bank accounts. And I guess that's because Fifth Third Bank is in Tennessee, so um, it's not in, or is it in Kentucky? I don't know, but because I don't be looking for it, but it's Fifth Third Bank all over Tennessee, so I guess that's why new devices, but old accounts came back up, and so Cash App is bad always. But all day long, all I get is um, phone numbers that go to banks that the law call me on to see if I recognize the numbers and to see if I'm going to claim them or say where they go or not. And then I guess they act like, okay, well, then that one yours too. No, banks go to Mexicans and people with jobs that live around me, and those people call me on their phones, and then later on that bank card will either be on something or will surface some kind of way. And with Fifth Third Bank, what they used to do is just send them out, whether you ask for them or not. They just order in cards and send them out. And then when you say, I didn't order this, or, you know, I don't, where's this? Then you just got it. And then, or they'll say, um, you would get like a letter that say your card ended in such and such, and you don't even be done got one. So, but mainly for the most part, I learned that the people, the cards are used out of date and out of order. And I really didn't jump on here to talk about that tonight because um, it just gets worse, and death threats don't ever really get old. Those don't ever get old. Bank cards get old. The plot gets old. It is old, but death threats doesn't get old, especially when you're in a new area. And, you know, if I was like working in Bowling Green or working in Atlanta, then, you know that. But when you're coming in like a new area with, even though I've been in Tennessee before, I never lived in Tennessee. And I never, like, really had a lot of dealings with it, other than when Ketchup and I used to come through here, coming back from church on Sundays. So we used to come back through Clarksville. And so, or Clarkston. What is that, Clarksville? But so that's the only thing that I ever had with Tennessee, but never lived there. Uh, no ties to it. Don't know nobody here, you know. So, but mainly, I don't know. I just save all of my thoughts really for my notebook, really. But it's I've been able to manage what I'm going through by the grace of God. But it has been um, something like you could never believe, when it comes down to all of these phone numbers that call me during the day that go to bank cards that people have, and you don't have them, like 3508, 7508, or numbers that's been reported, like 4567, um, or um, calls that is on, let me see, it was on an address, uh, which was very clever. 3168, which is, I think, 9168, which is the girl in California that had the daughter, that had the gray Avalon, that got it from a church, that um, had money from a settlement. Like, you just, all of that, like, as soon as I see it or hear it, it just go together. And everything just clicks and links in. Or, like, it never get old when people get in the car with you. And so I've been thinking all along, like, when I get home to Bowling Green and I look at the schedule for Lyft and it says, oh, well, it's going to be top dollar at 4 to 5 in the morning. And I remember Ketchup saying every morning he got up at 4 o'clock and went to do Uber every single morning. And then he said he did Lyft too. And then, so I know that they framed me for every bank he had, every amount of money he had, and like, that didn't make no sense, but every job he had, every bank he had, and all of the money that he had or have. So it's like everything, every job that he get, including playing music, they gave it to me. Like, those are your jobs. You're him. So that don't get old when I hear it or when I see it. It make me feel some kind of way. But I don't know. I ain't really just tried to really think about it too much. I just mainly try to work, because if they see you thinking about anything, I ain't really even gotta say it no more. I can just look at it or just think about what the connection is, and I'll get a death threat. So I don't even have to really write it anymore. Definitely, I don't have to build it out. I can just look at it, and I'll get a death threat. So it's that never gets old. But I don't know. Today I was supposed to be off today. Um, I haven't really wrote about a whole lot because, to be honest with you, I've been so tired. Like, I literally work until I have to go to sleep, and then so that I could just not think about all the stuff. Like, since I've started working, my phone, it doesn't make any sense how evil the phone is. It makes no sense. Like, I literally watch it just log off and change on its own with somebody just controlling it, and you can't say nothing about it. And then watch it just turn off, update itself, and just, you don't have no control over it. Like, that never gets old. Like, the IP address on it changes 90 times a day. And I watch the phone that I'm on right now recording, I watch that become the phone that I'm on YouTube Live with. Those two phones share, and they share emails that are rightfully mine but are blended. Like Crystal Ketchup 3, that email goes on different phones, and it is a part of my Uber account, and I don't have an Uber account with that um, to work on, but it is associated with that. Like, it's bad, but I just look at it and I see it, but I don't say nothing because, like I said, I just get tired of somebody's putting black bags out, or um, I have seen in the last week, no exaggeration, I have seen 4 cars with collision damage. I lost, it's no exaggeration. 479,000 in the last week. So what would that make you think? So, and that's annoying. You know what I'm saying? Waking up this morning and my lights being off. That's annoying. Checking my Roku camera and it's a whole nother camera display up there. That's annoying. And that is supposed to change to whatever your camera is looking at. But since that's not my camera that is getting the notifications or that you're looking at, it's not like it's messed up till somebody changes it. And then when I go home and look at it on my phone, then now it's gonna change because my phone will be changed as soon as I get home. When I get about a half a mile away from my house, my phone is gonna change. So that's annoying. It's annoying that 5 o'clock in the evening is 5 o'clock in the morning. That's annoying. That's annoying when my day is consistent of people. You say what goes with the next person behind you, and then you say what goes to the person that happened yesterday, and then you that's annoying. But I'm being set up. Do I want to make another FBI complaint about it? Nah. I'm tired of writing the FBI. I really am. I done wrote them at least 700 letters and IC3 complaints since 2018, and they don't ever respond. So, no, I don't really want to write them anymore. I just wrote them a couple of weeks ago, and every time you write them, it gets worse. More phones come out. So, no, I don't want to say anything else to them. They can't possibly not know what's going on because I have a SIM card that says DAD on it. And so I called the FBI, my daddy. And so it says DAD. And nobody else's SIM card in the world says that but mine. And somebody had to make that happen. And yeah, if you tell the FBI about it, they still ain't gonna say nothing to you. They're still not gonna say, wow, that's weird. That shouldn't be like that. Well, we need to step in. Nope. They're still not gonna respond. So no, I don't want to write them anymore. I don't think we're at that point anymore to write or say anything. It just gets worse, and I think right now the phone is probably as worst as it's ever been. Like today, they had a new plot going on today because I had new algorithms feeding garbage to my phone because I was like, what is that? I ain't never seen that before. That's new. So somebody new was on the phone. Then I had new Temu algorithms that were new with new pictures and stuff. I said, that's new. Then like somebody's on the phone right now. Case in point. Because whenever it has a view up there, then somebody's on the phone with FaceTime or doing something else. But it's never what I'm doing. Ever. Ever. Like, never. So, no, I guess I didn't really want to complain. Do I think I probably need a break? A day or 2 or 3? Maybe. You know, just because, like, you wanna live, and you wanna live good, but I ain't gonna lie, it's like a little tiny, when you it's like getting to be in an operation like this. It hurts. It doesn't hurt my feelings. It hurts my pride. It hurts my self-esteem that people lie like this, and they do it all day and don't think nothing wrong with it. And the more you see it, the more they threaten your life. That is hurtful. And it make you, where can I go that you can't see it? Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. We'll come wherever you are. Like, to you ride in the car with one person, and then the person is just talking, and then says, oh, I used to do this at this time. Then, so you can easily put two and two together. And sometimes I think they really want you to put two and two together, because we like to aggravate. But I don't ride nowhere in the mornings. But I always say in the mornings when I wake up and the phone is changed, that's because the phone left the premises. So obviously, if the girl said that she worked at a certain time, then obviously that means somebody out there where you live is leaving the house at that time. Which is why your stuff changes, and then your alarm don't never go off, but it go off at that time. So then that means that that phone and that connection is changing to fit that. Like, all of it is like annoying. I don't like the airport. So that has like to be a thing. Because it was a thing in Atlanta. Go to the airport. I don't want to go to the airport. The FBI calls me evil and a witch. And why would I want to hang out at the airport? I don't want to hang out with nothing governmental. Nothing federal. I run from it. I don't want to be at the airport. I don't want to go there. I don't want to take nobody there. I don't want to visit there. I'm not on no flights. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not coming back. I ain't never been on no flight. I don't want to get on no flight. I don't want to hang out there. I don't want to go there. Why would I want to go to the airport and link visits and stuff where I know I'm not at? In Atlanta, that was a big thing. Go to the airport. I don't want to go to the airport. Then when I did go to the airport, they used to actually let me stay, even though I used to like be on the low, but they actually used to let me stay in there when I ain't had nowhere to stay, just so that that link can be made. Oh, now you work here. I don't work here. Oh, you're traveling. I'm not traveling. I've never been on a plane before in my entire life, ever in my life. I don't want to go to the airport. Nowhere. I don't want to go to the airport. I don't want to fly. I don't want to be around anybody that is flying. And then you think that's a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. The lady just said the other day that she was going back home. Where did she say she was going? Out of town to New York. They just make me be there. I've never been there. I don't want to go there. They got slaves there too. They got more slaves there than they do at any other place in the world. I already told you, though, anywhere that the police corruption and the police precinct has a higher rate of police misconduct, and you got an equal number of homeless people in poverty, that means something is wrong in the system. That's what that means. That is not, they just need to get dropped. That is not what that means. That means that is high corruption, and that means that they got slaves. So no, I don't want to go there. I write on how to turn them green, but every time I, get motivated for it, I don't know, I stop and do something else, because that's not really, it's some things I've already started doing there or for there, but that's just, I don't really like to spend too much time on that, because like I get annoyed with how much I've been framed to be there. I'm not interested in there. I don't like ever. If I had all the money in the world tomorrow, that would still be like a place that I'm not interested in going. It just not. I'm not interested in that, and probably because I've heard so many bad stories about it. Like, who want to see rats as big as cats? And who want to be in a city full of people that is mean? And who want to be in a city full of people, all the rich people live on one side and live in an apartment that look like and pay an over grotesque amount of money for it? That to me is not somewhere that I want to be. But do I have plans to turn it green that I, in my heart, firmly believe came from God? Yeah, but it's not anywhere that I would ever be like, oh, I want to visit there. No. But do I have plans to make every state a national, a right to shelter state? Yeah, but if I ever had to go like to Open Corps, I'm going to do that and I'm leaving. It's not like that. If I had a bucket list or something that I want to do, I promise you New York would not be on it. Nowhere near it. Nope. Not even interested. I'm not interested in there. I'm not interested in Alabama. I'm not interested in Mississippi. I'm not interested in Florida. I'm not interested in any of those places. None of those places. They have large amounts of slaves. That's what they have. All of those states have that in common. Slavery. Straight up slavery. And I've never been to any one. But from all of the information that God gave me, from everything else that I'm right about that. So I'm not interested in that. And then even if it wasn't about slavery, I'm just not interested in those places. They seem very country, outdated, and I'm just not interested. They don't have anything like against any of those places. I'm just not interested. And so I really don't appreciate somebody just making your parts of your life there. And you hear it. And people say it, and you can't say no. I don't never live there, and I ain't got no daddy that lived there, and he ain't own no land, and I don't want nothing to do with these country places. Please stop. Like, it's annoying. Like, literally making me have a life in New York. I'm not tied to that. And then when we was married, I was married to Ketchup, they told Ketchup to get a New York phone number. And I said, why are you getting that? And then he says, oh, because that's where I'm going to be. So you get that number and the law uses it to go to work. And then you get to Crown Staffing and then you see it on your stuff. And then you see it, and they don't care that you see that it's not. They don't care that you told the FBI that ain't never been my number. The FBI knows that ain't never been your number. They don't need you to tell them that. They know half as much as God. So they think they don't need me to write them and say 917 such and such 2342 or whatever that junk is that has never been my number. They don't need me to tell them that. And then you look and you got a whole bank card out there somewhere with that. Then you look, okay, well, if it's 2342, then 2342 is 2432. That sounds so crazy. 2342 is 2432. So then you gotta look, where is 432? What number is that? Or take off the last part. What is that? Like, you gotta nobody shouldn't be having to live like that. But that's what the situation can be. I'm not a liar. Look at 6744 that Fifth Third Bank sent out. And then look at 6744 that they gave me in California for a food stamp card. I don't have to tell lies about that. I don't have to, like, if that's not, if you ain't being set up, then why are they making cards like that? And then I reported that back to the FBI back then and sent it to them. They didn't still come and talk to me and say, we think that's interesting that it keeps happening. That keeps happening. And I don't want no food stamps. When I got up here to Kentucky, that's how I know that that lady was a scout. Why don't you get food stamps? You get them, ma'am. I don't want no food stamps. I can't even buy grocery. What I want with food stamps? I can't even buy grocery. Because if I put any food in my house in the refrigerator, they're going to poison it. So what the hell do I want food stamps for? I can't even buy grocery. I don't buy no grocery. Nothing. If it goes in the refrigerator overnight, I'm probably never going to touch it again. I don't buy no grocery at all. Zero. Nada. I go in the store, I'm going there to get something for one-time use. And if it's anything left over, I'm 8 times out of 10, I'm not going to touch it again. I'm just not. Ever since I've been up here and like the last, it just happened like something I'm eating or something is going on at night, but my BMs stink. I don't ever stink when I go to the bathroom. I be about to run myself out of that house sometimes. Why am I smelling like this? Something that you're getting poisoned with. And it just started last week. I never, ever, ketchup will tell you that, I never smell when I go to the bathroom. My farts don't stink either. So I'm like, what is this? I actually stink when I go to the bathroom now. What is that smell? And it smells like the cure to something. I swear, it smells horrible. And I actually like, ugh, what is that? I don't know, something you're getting poisoned with. But seriously, I'll go on a rabbit food diet. I need something to watch what I eat, watch what I take in, because it's making me smell bad when I go to the bathroom. And when I farted today in the car by myself, oh my God. Oh, that smells like penicillin part 3 and 4 coming out. We have a tester. What is that smell? But I said when I drank that coffee this morning from Racetrack, guaranteed. Man, I'm not fooling with nothing out of Racetrack. But I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I think it's I probably need to start seriously watching what I'm eating. I just like pray, because I can't let myself think about what's really going on to that point that I'm not going to let myself go crazy about this. So I try to live my life as normal as everybody else. I try to pull over, and when everybody else going to eat, I try to eat too. But I can't be like, oh, I ain't going to go to the restaurant, because if I go, that's what I be thinking in my mind. I don't go nowhere where I can't see the food being prepared. I ain't going to eat it. I ain't going nowhere where they going to cook the food and say, here you go. I ain't going to eat there. I only go where the food is either already been prepared or is right there in front of me. I'm not going to go to like a restaurant like Famous Dave's or Sonny's. I'm not going to go because I already know when that food come out the bag. Express poison on the way. So I don't do it. So I do live my life extremely protected. Now I can go to the store and buy something to eat for that night. And it depends. If I don't say it during the day, and like if I was to say tonight, I'm gonna go to um, um, Allen's Market and Grill and get me a piece of salmon. You got how long it take you to get there? 45 minutes. Okay, they already gonna poison it by the time you get there. So you can't do that. Like if I just have a spur of the moment and I just say, let me pull over real quick and run in here and get me a chicken breast, then that chicken breast is gonna be right. It ain't gonna be poison if I go to the store. But if I say it to Easter on the phone and they have time to call the meat department, it's gonna be bad. Don't do it. And then still running the risk of when you get it. I mean, why do you think I really take all of this stuff with me all the time? If you have anything that you have that you care about, don't leave it. Like I literally, if I'm eating right now, when I get home, if I want something to eat and I get home and I get to take a bath, it's going in the bathroom with me. Why? Because I think they come in the house when I go to the bathroom. I know they used to at 2370 Cape Mill. They used to come all the time. When I used to go upstairs and get in the shower and catch up used to be at work. Harvard used to be straight barking every time I get in the shower. So I know they do. So I don't have like phobias because ain't nothing happened. People only have phobias when something done happened. So no, I don't. When I go to the bathroom, everything got to go to the bathroom with me. I don't leave nothing out. Everything is going to the bathroom. So and then when I come out of the bathroom, then I eat, and then go to bed. But no, I don't buy, like if I wanted to cook anything, I won't have no aftertaste. I won't have, my poop probably won't smell like something is growing in, in a testing lab. I won't have those issues. But if you continue to go to the store, that's going to be a negative. That's going to be a negative. They're going to be, oh, she's going to the grocery store now. Dave, go back into the meat department. And it's only when you come in. And then when you leave the store, they'll take them all back off the shelf. And when you come in the store, they'll be acting like it's fresh. They have a brand new meat box out there with a Mexican standing right there with 15, and all 15 packs is bad. And as soon as you get your pack, he's going to put all those packs back in that box and take them to the back. And the next time you come out there, you'll say, oh, I'm going to get them. They fresh. Those are all bad, actually. Every last one of them are bad. Every last one are bad. So while you sitting up there trying to pick one that you think is going to be eeny, meeny, miny, mo, they're all bad. And they put them all out right when you were coming in. That's why you don't see nobody else over here getting them. And if they do, they're only getting them because they know what the deal is. So they're going to be on the camera acting like they is, but nobody is going to eat that meat but you. And as soon as you walk off and you go to that register, they're going to say, go get all that meat off that rack and take it back and put it back in the freezer until she get ready to come again. So, no, I don't do it. I've already been there and done that before. And they say, well, where did you get that from? 1517 Bethsaida Road. From July 2024 to May 2025. 1517 Bethsaida Road. Yes. Everything, every single thing that I bought, you eat that one time. That's it. You better eat all those leftovers. That's why I was getting so fat. Don't put nothing in the refrigerator. Every single thing that you eat is going to be bad. And you're either going to have a runny nose, you're going to be stopped up till Jesus come back, or you're going to have blood in your poop, or you're going to have a kidney rinse. And so I just got tired of it. The kidney rinse is when you pee all day. You pee all day. And who had the kidney rinse? That girl from Louisiana that was pretending to be me with the Nissan gray Sentra that she rented from Enterprise to do DoorDash, and that had the little girl late in age that I filmed, and they did not let nobody see it, in Atlanta in July of 2025. I called her because she was up there swapping, going to Wendy's and DoorDash, and I seen her with that baby. Definitely pulled out my phone and caught her DoorDashing, pretending to be me in the rental car, and she had that little girl. You and the little girl finna go on my YouTube page because I'm telling the FBI what y'all are doing. And she was definitely a poisoner, and she worked witchcraft. And she gave me them 2 little rat balled up wings, and the Lord told me, don't eat that. They always want to feed you chicken. Don't eat that. So I didn't eat it. Now you think that's a coincidence that I'm doing all this talking, even though I never really do this while I'm driving, but you think that's a coincidence with that big old tractor trailer that just swerved like that, and the letters is KT. You don't think that means keep talking? That's exactly what that means. Because he swerved real bad just now and then do it no more. He know exactly what he doing. And that truck says keep talking. I'm telling you, I get threatened about it all day long. So I don't. I probably will change the subject because of that reason. Because I just never just get real used to somebody threatening my life like that just because they can. And so I don't know. But normally when I drive on the road, I have every angel in the world from heaven watching me. And I pray really hard. And I ask God to help me to get where I'm going and back. And that He would help me in my traumatization from what the law has done to me, so that I expect for them to aggravate me, but I don't want to aggravate them because I don't want to be annoyed with all of the shenanigans that they got going on. But I don't expect for them to do anything admirable. I expect for them to do the most. And I probably should not say that, but that is a very bad confession, and God has to help me, because I've been done like this for so long, and I get threatened every day, not one day. Did you get threatened yesterday? A lot. Like, I ain't got a tag and a visual in a long time together. Like, that mean that person was old school. They knew what was going on. A tag and a visual together with a timestamp, I ain't got that one in a long time. A long time. So, no, I don't want to, I get tired of that. So, you know what I'm saying? But I do like to make my videos, even though I really didn't make this one to talk about that. I really made this one to still pursue what God told me to do. And it was really supposed to be about that. But I really just don't want to, I don't want to have so much that I overlooked and that I just didn't respond to the point that if I ever had to go to court about this, and they said, well, why were you on your live acting happy? I'm not acting happy. I'm happy because I know God with me, and I'm happy that I'm making it through every day. But I'm not gonna break down and just go in the house and have a conniption for the FBI to record, and then I be looking. Oh, so she's suicidal? No, no, no. So no, I'm not going to do that because you keep crying all the time. That's exactly what they're gonna say. Oh, so you giving up? No, I'm not. I'm great. Oh, so you ain't nothing wrong? No, you can't win. That's what I want to convey. You can't win with them. If you cry, they're gonna say, oh, she's giving up. If you smile and don't say nothing, oh, so we ain't doing enough. If you write about it, oh, so you can't win. You don't have one emotion, one that is going to be, okay, she's doing the right thing. You don't have one. And that's why, you know why? Because the master was never satisfied with slavery. He never was. No matter how many fields they cleared, they didn't clear enough. If they cleared the whole field, you need to clear two. He was never satisfied. And that is exactly what the law say about me. I'm never satisfied. I am satisfied. I'm very satisfied today that I'm going home alive and that God kept me and I'm alive. I'm very grateful. And I'm going home. Whatever slipped out of my face is trauma. I didn't get on here to talk about that. But am I overwhelmed with stuff that I see, especially the 2 pizza boxes? Of course I am. They knew I was going to link the 2 pizza boxes. They knew I was going to link it when the girl said it. And then the name that she used. But then if I say that, then I get the most threats when they already know Crystal is going. These are not dummies. They're not amateurs. These are very smart, brilliant little gods that run this earth. And they know, because they know a lot. She is going to tear that up. She's going to say it. She didn't say it today. She might not say it tomorrow. But Crystal is going to get pissed off with this after a minute, and she's going to say it. They already knew that. They already know that. They already know that. She is going to say it. She ain't going to say it today. She in a good mood. She ain't going to say it today. She had a good day. She ain't going to say it today. Is she going to say it tomorrow? I don't know. But at some point, she going to get aggravated with it. Yeah, when I keep seeing this phone and when I can't talk to Easter. And then when I know this phone, when I know this phone is out of town, that is when I'm going to say something. Because I be sitting there saying, you ain't got no incoming call in a long time. And you know that SIM card is traveling. I can't get comfortable with that. I'm telling you, I might go home today and go on live tonight and might go ahead and lock that SIM card down, because that's exactly what needs to happen. That SIM card is wrong. That SIM card should not even be used for public use. You ain't got no business touching it. What the hell do you need? What do you need to be bothering that SIM card for? It's none of your business. I don't care that it is your phone. It's none of your business. I can't see nobody that is changing their SIM card from eSIM to regular SIM that's doing anything legal. I can't. That's strictly for the law. I can't think of nothing that you should be doing with that SIM card. I can't even tell you a reason for rich people to be doing it. Then get another phone. But because if you're moving that eSIM from SIM, then what are you doing? And then why do people not know where their SIM card is at? That's your right to know. Where is my SIM card? I'm going to get me a shirt that say, get off my SIM card. That's what it's going to say. That's what it's going to say. I'm going to get me one since everybody want to be like me. Look at her shirt. Get off my SIM card. They just be on it like it's theirs and be just calling, hello. Did you just make a call on a SIM card that is linked to a bank in my face? Really? Really? Hello, I just made a mistake. Did you really do that? Like the FBI don't know that I know what you did? They know that I know what you're doing. I don't know if you know that I know what you're doing, but of course you do because you're trying to aggravate me. You're calling a SIM card that is connected to a bank in my face. How provoking is that? And then saying, look at this, to take a facial recognition receipt on a SIM card that is hooked to a device and an email? Are you serious? How provoking is that? I made a mistake and called. I'm going to tell the FBI. I'm telling you, I am. I'm gonna tell him. I might tell him tonight if I just really feel green enough. Because I'm telling you, I'm tired of this phone. I hate this phone. These numbers go straight to banks. And sitting up here calling. I'm telling you, I'm gonna fix these apps. I'm gonna introduce Shoppers Connect. I'm gonna put 6-factor authentication on that, and I'm gonna lock these apps down. And these people that are running these companies, trust me, they look at my lives and they hear and they already know. They already know that girl is absolutely correct. Yes, because I need to know where my SIM card is at. I need to know what is going on, and I need to know what it's connected to, and the bank needs to know. Everybody needs to know. Because you sitting up here playing in my face. Like I don't know what you're doing. You straight call, and the FBI and other people that are watching me liked my point last night when I called, because they looked and said she done linked it already. Yeah, I'm gonna get the last 4 to that number, because I already know it go to a bank, and then where it's being used, and then how it's being bled out, and then where you working. And then what's the income? I'm going to link it out. Because it's not supposed to be like that. Then you sit up there and they be like, well, you're dead. No, I'm not, in the name of Jesus. Because white men that see me says she is brilliant. They look at it and say, that girl is fucking brilliant. Yes, I am. And I'm going to work for the United States government, period. And I don't give a damn if nobody like me or not. Mommy said nobody's supposed to like me. So what? Nobody is supposed to like me. I'm black and I'm super rich. Now, manifest that. I'm super rich. Beyond rich. Rich ain't even the word for what I am. Why? Because you locked down cybercrime. And them people is waiting on it. They're waiting to hear what I have to say. Go ahead and fix it. That lady said it the other day at the hotel. We're waiting to hear you. I know you are. And I'm going to deliver exactly what you're waiting to hear. And we're going to go green. And I'm going to tell the FBI that. And I'm going to build that phone. I just haven't built that phone out because I do not want somebody white to take my idea. Because I still believe in slavery. And I still believe that that is what they did to a lot of black people that had wonderful ideas, because I really don't borderline believe that you should be giving your ideas to the government and then waiting on them to say yes or no. Because then how do I know that you're not just going to take it and then tell me no? But you already took it. I don't really believe in that. So no, I don't be send it in and get patent. I don't know. I don't really believe in the process. No, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't really believe in that because I'm black. If I was white, I would believe in the process. I don't believe that a black person should be sending in ideas to be patent, and ain't nobody protecting you. They're just gonna take it because they're white. That's what they're going to do. That they're going to take it, and they're going to say, "I'm sorry, we already got that." That's why everything that I say, that's what the law says. We already got it. No, you don't. If you got a phone that is impregnable, it would be on the market. Theirs is probably impregnable, but the public's is not. Because somebody got my SIM card, and I called it, and I called my phone, and the Mexican said, "Hello." And so I know it ain't. And I called took it to the police department and played the video. And she told me, "How I know that's yours?" Shut up, Beelzebub. You do know it's mine. To my, how I know it's yours. You do know it's mine. So no, that man said hello. I said that is my phone. They didn't care. They wanted me to be they wanted me to have that reaction. So no, I seriously don't want to just, I don't want to get to the point that, you know what I'm saying, that they be like, okay, well, this, that, and the other. We tired of Crystal, but they are tired of me. They are. But for real, even the white people that are sick and tired of me, they still know she's right and we're wrong as shit. They still know that already. Like they know. They discuss it. God dang, how much is she going to tell? Well, I'm just going to tell enough to get this phone fixed till I reach the Supreme Court, and I already did that. I already did that. I can't get used to this phone being traveled and the SIM card going along with what people say. I can't get used to that. Like, that traumatizes me. That scares the shit out of me. Your phone, your SIM card, they don't even need your phone, boo-boo. A eSIM totally puts those 16-digit numbers on another whole phone, and they go out of town with your email. Ah! Ah! I can't take it. Ah! Bring it back. Like, I can cry right now to know that you could do that to somebody. It's traveling. It's traveling. You can't make them bring it back. They are straight taking your SIM card and putting it on another old phone and using your email and going out of town. You come back in the name of Jesus. Come back. And are straight traveling, and there's nothing you can do about it. And they be straight up traveling and letting you know that they're traveling and going out of town and having jobs. Well, you wait until I build the fuck out of the Internal Revenue Service system for them, because Granddaddy told me in California, I want to know everybody that owes me 2 pennies. I want you to tell me. And when they say, how did he tell you that? I'm going to tell him exactly the message that he sent and the date and time. And they're going to know I'm not lying, because they're going to know she does not tell lies, because she remember every freaking message we ever sent her. Yes, I do. And I'm going to tell. He said, don't let anybody owe me a freaking penny. If they owe me 2 cents, I want you to tell me. So I'm going to tell. And I'm going to tell, and this is how you're going to fix it, because the Lord told me to fix it. Because the Lord said that I was getting framed for money laundering and tax evasion. So the Lord said he doesn't approve of it, because in the Bible, the Lord said, Jesus told the disciples to let Caesar, what is due to Caesar, to pay him. So Jesus is not a big on tax evasion. And so since Jesus said to pay your taxes, Jesus said to build your system for you, and I'm going to do that. And so nobody else is going to be able to owe you taxes, including myself. Even though I don't owe you none, you technically owe me all the way back from 2015 from that white man that worked at Liberty Tax Service in Irmo, that personally and willfully and intentionally forged those 30958 documents to act like Ketchup did not have insurance, and we did, knowing good and well that I did not have no insurance through the marketplace on that 2015 tax return. You owe me money from that, plus the interest, all the way up to 2025 is you owe me $1,431. And then if you take the money that you didn't give me for the stimulus checks, you owe me that too, because I didn't get it. The girl that had the braids that was pretending to be me at 1008 Belmont Drive got the check, and she waved the check in my hand, and Ketchup sent the text telling me to come get it, knowing good and well that that check was given to the girl that had the braids that looked just like me. And I believe the man with no eyebrows got one too, that worked for U-Haul Storage as the manager that was getting all the shipments to his house. I'm going to tell every last one of y'all. It's better for me to sit up there and rot in a jail cell and they be out spending. Well, no. None of that is happening like that. None of that is going to unfold like that. Not one. Not one. Not one. I cannot stand that SIM card at all. I hate it. It is an eSIM that is put on any device they want, iPhone or Android, and they just take a number and those people are traveling. If you do not think that is border control, I don't know what is wrong with you. God made me a hero. That I am a straight hero in America. Straight hero. I would be on CNN. If I was white and said what I just said, I would be on CNN. Every news department would be outside of that apartment if they let that leak what I said. But no, she's black. So we're going to make her a criminal, and we're going to make her look evil, and we'll make it look like she do witchcraft, and everywhere she go, evil stuff happen. You don't think I know what they say about me? But I don't really care, because they said it about Jesus. They asked him, who are you? They don't care. When you do miracles, they think you evil. They call Jesus evil. He's not the Christ. Shut up! They didn't care. They called him everything. And he was straight up healing people and raising people, was walking out the ground. He called Lazarus out the whole ground. Get up and come out of there. And he got up. All right, on the way, boss. And came right on out of there like nothing was wrong. And you think they gave Jesus credit for that? No, they did not give him any credit for that. They got very angry about it. And he's healing people on the Sabbath. They got very angry about it. He's doing this and he's doing that. They got very upset. So, no, they don't like it that I be sitting up there saying, Jesus said to heal the children of cancer. They don't get mad. Here they go with these motorcycles, Jesus. They done had them out here all day. I ain't never had no motorcycle. That's a threat, too. I say I don't be worried about that. I don't be worried about what they be saying about all this. Why? Because Jesus, it was done I'm in good company. Ain't nobody that Jesus told to do nothing. You ain't gonna read in that Bible that they was well received. Not one. Not one. Not one.
Hey, chicken, chicken.
Hello. I would like to have a three-finger combo.
Three-finger combo is great.
The only difference in the three-finger combo in the box is that one finger.
The one finger, and there's also coleslaw in the box, and there's not any three-finger.
Glad I said that because I didn't notice that in the picture. Okay, then make it the box.
Make the box, I gotcha.
And I want to have that with a Sprite to drink.
Sprite drink, sounds good.
Would you make sure that the Sprite is right?
The Sprite is what?
That would you make sure that it's like right? Because the last time it wasn't right.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Of course, that'll be 1218, second window.
All right, you got it. You bet. So no, I mean nobody in the Bible. You ain't gonna read one. You ain't gonna read one. He told Adam what to do. That was the first chore. And who came? The devil, and messed it all up. And from there it's been all messed up. It wasn't nobody to challenge Adam. So the snake came. It wasn't no person. Wasn't nobody there but Adam and Eve. So it wasn't nobody to say, who is God? So the snake came and did it. He messed it up. So then from there, it was Noah. God gave him a job. Go build that because I'm sick of all this stuff that they're doing and I'm going to drown them all. Noah said, oh my God, you tell the FBI any such thing as that, they're going to say, you're dead. God said that. They are not going to believe that God said that. And you go out there and tell them, Noah said that they're going to say straight mental health. You go tell that to the FBI if you want to. God said that to build the ark and that because he's going to drown every last one of them. They're going to say, okay, don't worry about it. We know what we're going to do with you. So nobody that God told to do something, they would have, I imagine they would have straight said, that girl thinks she's hearing from God. That is a straight, that's almost a demonic attack. What kind of, that he's going to do what to her? What? Nobody liked it that. But Jesus said he gave him an opportunity. If you want to come in the ark, nobody believed him. So then the next one, he told Abraham, come out. I want you to move and just go walking. They thought he was nuts too. Then he told Esther, go in there and tell the king to that you want to have your people free, to turn that order. You couldn't even do that. Whenever the king made a decree, you couldn't change it. It's just like today. If the president signed something in the order, you can't change it. So it was done, and she had to go and tell the president, the king. The Lord said the punishment was death if he did not accept it. She was scared as I don't know what. Oh my God, I have to go say this. So she went and said it. And he extended the golden scepter to her. And she had favor and she lived. Then the next person, the Lord said something. It was Jonah. Then the next person from there, he ended up in the well. Then the next person was Paul. And no one in the Bible you will see. Moses. I'm Moesha.
Hey ma'am, how you doing?
I'm doing great, sir. How about yourself?
I'm good. It's gonna be 12:18.
All right. You have good customer service.
Thank you.
Have you been doing this for a while?
It's 6 months here, but I've also had like 2 other jobs. So.
Okay, well you're pretty good.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's just me one moment, alright?
Okay. I have to be careful because they be telling these young people to be real nice and hospitable. So it be seem like you flirting with them. I already told y'all who I want, who I need in my life. No, ain't nobody in the whole world. Sir, can I have some ketchup, please? And my plate came open. Is it gonna close back?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah,
Ketchup and napkins.
These boxes are terrible.
Okay, and napkins in there too. Okay, thank you.
There's some extra ones just in case.
All right,
Thank you.
you're welcome. So, Ain't nobody that Jesus told to do nothing. You think that Jesus told you to, what did you say Jesus told you, Crystal? To make a system for the whole world? Because he don't want cybercrime and he don't want people to be worried about their devices and cybercrime no more. Okay, well, is it the Bible? Yep, it's the Bible. Well, then don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Somebody like it or not. Cause is it Bible? Is it Bible? Yeah, he told me the other night in Matthew 3. Don't second guess what I told you to do. You doing everything that's righteous and noble, and just do that. Do that. Every time I open my Bible, he'd be like, "Yep, I said it." Every time I open my Bible, it is I, Crystal, that is talking to you, talking to the FBI. Tell them exactly what I said. So I call myself Moesha, because Moses, what did he tell Moses to do? He told Moses, go tell Pharaoh, that was the government, that was the modern day FBI. Go tell them that I said, let them people go. That was the government back then, because wasn't nobody over Pharaoh. So he told Moses, go tell him what I said. Moses said, bruh, what I'm trying to tell you is, so I understand, and we done spent some time together, and I know who you is, and I know you God, and I done seen all the stuff you doing, but you mean that, what you saying? Yeah, go tell him exactly what I said. And go tell him that if he don't, tell him. Not only did God say to tell him something, but God told Moses to straight threaten him. Now, God don't be telling me to threaten the FBI, because you can't do that and live. But he don't be telling me that. But he does tell me, go tell them anyway what I said. And tell them again. And get on the board and write exactly what I tell you. No more and no less. So I get on the board and say, well, the Lord said that we're supposed to be green in this way, and that you need 6-factor authentication in these areas. That's what the Lord said. Because system 1 is like 6 areas. Maybe more, but like 6 areas. I was going to put that in chronological order tonight, because I was thinking about it earlier today. And every time I be thinking about writing that, I be working. So I said, no, the devil, you don't do no work that comes over what God done told you to do. That is what's important, because that is what's going to make you some money, because that is what them rich people is looking at. Forget all them death threats and them body bags and all that other stuff. If you was going to be dead, God would already allowed it. God has not allowed you to be dead in all this time, because them white rich people see purpose in you, and they waiting on you to see it in yourself, because they already know that what you saying, by golly, that girl was smart. So they waiting on that. All these big sexy trucks and loud engines, don't worry about it. I'm finna get myself together real quick. I'm finna eat lots of rabbit food and get real sexy, and I'm gonna have me the white man of my dreams. Exactly. Like I said, don't even worry about it. See how I taught myself all the way home? And I ain't even tired. If I would have just listened to music, I would have been so tired. But I taught myself all the way home and got myself something to eat, and finna go in the house and chill out. Should ask Nico, can I wash my clothes at his house? But I don't want to aggravate him and start like going over there being like that. I just want to pretty much chill, and I definitely don't want to pop up. But I really want to ask him if I could wash my clothes. But yeah, but that's all they want. Probably go in this house and go green and get on my board and eat, because that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Look at them, I had the light on all day. All right, let's see. Nope, They got all the parking spaces full. Nope, they got one open right here. Thank God for the parking space. Yeah, I'm gonna go right on in this house and go green. And let's see. I got all this stuff to take in this house. All right, I'll be back. I'm gonna talk myself home. Bye. Oh, I got a story to tell. Oh, I got a story to tell. All right, let me get ready to go in this house. Thank you, Lord, for my day. Mhm. Man, I like in the bathroom. I came out and I turned the heater off, and that's when the lights went off. And I got a story to tell. All right, I'm gonna eat my food. Where my camera's at? I'm gonna eat my food and I'm gonna go green. Oh, I got a story to tell. Keep you if you wanna be kept. Oh, I've got a story to tell. All right. I'm gonna go green. All right, we're gonna set a time for this. I'm gonna eat on the birch, and then I'm going to go green. Oh, I've got a story to tell. All right. So I'm going to get ready to go green. Oh, I've got a story to tell. Got a story to tell. Got a story to tell. Got a story. My point last night when I called, cause they looked and said she done linked it already. Yeah, I'm gonna get the last four to that number, cause I already know it go to a bank, and then where it's being used, and then how it's being bled out, and then where you working, and then what's the income. I'm gonna link it out. Because it's not supposed to be like that. Then you sit up there and they be like, well, you're dead. No, I'm not, in the name of Jesus, because white men that see me says she is brilliant. They look at it and say, that girl is fucking brilliant. Yes, I am. And I'm going to work for the United States government, period. I don't give a damn if nobody like me or not. Mommy said nobody's supposed to like me. So what? Nobody is supposed to like me. I'm black and I'm super rich. Now, manifest that. I'm super rich. Beyond rich. Rich ain't even the word for what I am. Why? Because you locked down cybercrime. And them people is waiting on it. They're waiting to hear what I have to say. Go ahead and fix it. That lady said it the other day at the hotel. We're waiting to hear you. I know you are. And I'm going to deliver exactly what you're waiting to hear. And we're going to go green. And I'm going to tell the FBI that. And I'm going to build that phone. I just haven't built that phone out because I do not want somebody white to take my idea. Because I still believe in slavery. And I still believe that that is what they did to a lot of black people that had wonderful ideas. Because I really don't borderline believe that you should be giving your ideas to the government and then waiting on them to say yes or no. Because then how do I know that you're not just going to take it and then tell me no? But you already took it. I don't really believe in that. So no, I don't be send it in and get patent. I don't know. I don't really believe in the process. No, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't really believe in that. Because I'm black. If I was white, I would believe in the process. I don't believe that a black person should be sending in ideas to be patent, and ain't nobody protecting you. They're just going to take it because they're white. That's what they're going to do that. They're going to take it. And they're going to say, I'm sorry, we already got that. That's why everything that I say, that's what the law says. We already got it. No, you don't. If you got a phone that is impregnable, it would be on the market. Theirs is probably impregnable, but the public's is not. Because somebody got my SIM card, and I called it, and I called my phone, and the Mexican said, hello. And so I know it ain't. And I called took it to the police department and played the video. And she told me, how I know that's yours. Shut up, Beelzebub. You do know it's mine. Tell me, how I know it's yours. You do know it's mine. So no, that man said hello. I said, that is my phone. They didn't care. They wanted me to be They wanted me to have that reaction. So no, I seriously don't want to just, I don't want to get to the point that, you know what I'm saying, that they be like, okay, well, this, that, and the other. We tired of Crystal, but they are tired of me. They are. But for real, even the white people that are sick and tired of me, they still know she's right and we're wrong as shit. They still know that already. Like they know. They discuss it. God dang, how much is she gonna tell? Well, I'm just gonna tell enough to get this phone fixed till I reach the Supreme Court, and I already did that. I already did that. I can't get used to this phone being traveled and the SIM card going along with what people say. I can't get used to that. Like, that traumatizes me. That scares the shit out of me. Your phone, your SIM card, they don't even need your phone, boo-boo. An eSIM totally puts those 16-digit numbers on another whole phone and they go out of town with your email. Ah! Ah! I can't take it. Ah! Bring it back. Like, I could cry right now to know that you could do that to somebody. It's traveling. It's traveling. You can't make them bring it back. They are straight taking your SIM card and putting it on another old phone and using your email and going out of town. You come back in the name of Jesus. Come back. And I'm straight traveling and there's nothing you can do about it. And they be straight up traveling. And let you know that they're traveling and going out of town and having jobs. Well, you wait until I build the fuck out of the Internal Revenue Service system for them, because Granddaddy told me in California, I want to know everybody that owes me 2 pennies. I want you to tell me. And when they say, how did he tell you that? I'm going to tell him exactly the message that he sent and the date and time, and they're gonna know I'm not lying, because they're gonna know she does not tell lies, because she remember every freaking message we ever sent her. Yes, I do. And I'm gonna tell. He said, don't let anybody owe me a freaking penny. If they owe me 2 cents, I want you to tell me. So I'm gonna tell. And I'm gonna tell, and this is how you're gonna fix it, because the Lord told me to fix it. Because the Lord said that I was getting framed for money laundering and tax evasion. So the Lord said he doesn't approve of it, because in the Bible, the Lord said, Jesus told the disciples to let Caesar, what is due to Caesar, to pay him. So Jesus is not